working on a nice knitting project while watching this. Welcome to a new vlog. This week is quite busy, but I thought I would show you a bit of what I'll be up to. One of the things that I'm most excited about this week is to swatch for a spring/summer design. I've had this design in mind for a very long time, so I am curious to see if what I have in mind translates into fabric form. I made myself a little morning snack and Lou is eyeing it. I gave her a bit of cheese, but I think that's all she'll have for now. But yeah, I've realized lately, since I need to do a lot of computer work, like much more than usual, I start my days around 8 a.m. and by 10 I am starving, even though I have had breakfast. So yeah, I typically now make myself a little snack plate as if I'm a kid, honestly. That's what it looks like. But yeah, it keeps me, I guess, a bit entertained and fed while I do some work. But yeah, I will now try to finish a pattern that I'm working on, and then hopefully later we can get to swatching. I was going to make myself an iced coffee because I had a little craving for that. But then I opened the freezer and I saw this. So we're making affogato because why not? Alright, I've had a little knitting date with my sister because of the time difference, because she lives in Canada. It's kind of difficult to talk to each other, but once in a while she'll wake up a bit early so we can talk before she starts work and while I'm on my lunch break. So that's what we did, and I was working on the brown dress that is almost finished. I just have this sleeve here to finish. And then I'll be able to work more seriously on the pattern. But in the meantime, I also started to swatch for the spring-summer pattern that I have in mind. I think I will wait a little bit to reveal the big design element that I have, the main design element, just because, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it. I don't know yet if it's going to work, but I'm quite excited. I'm using the Majogarn Sunny Linen, and I need to do a little bit of a test because this yarn has 50% linen, 27% baby alpaca, 18% cotton, and 5% fine merino wool. So because of the baby alpaca and the merino, I'm kind of scared it's going to be slightly too warm for the summer. Like, I would like something that I can wear for all the warmer months, and I just don't know if the alpaca and merino will be too warm for my climate in the summer. So yeah, I did a swatch, and I think what I'll do at some point later this week or next week is go to like take a walk and maybe put like the swatch really close to me, so like on my chest, go take a walk, so like make sure that I get really warm, maybe even run, I don't know about that, but let's see. And then see how it feels on my skin after a while. I don't know if it's really like big enough of a swatch to determine anything, but I'll try to do that and let you know what happens with that. Because yeah, I only have one ball of this, so I'm not sure about the yarn for this project yet, but I really like the structure that it has. Because of the linen and the cotton, it gives some structure, so I really enjoy that. But yeah, not sure about the other fiber content in there. And then I also started to swatch some like borders, because I would like on the sleeves and maybe in a few other places on the garment to put like a frilly border type of thing. But yeah, I'm not sure. This is two that I just like winged basically, and the first one that I did is this one. So it would like be repeated like that all the way around. I like it, but I don't think it really fits the vision that I had for this one. So then I did another one, which is this one, and I like it better, but I think it's like a little bit too tall for what I had in mind. So I think now I will go ahead and maybe rip out this one and swatch again this type, but like 2 rows less to see what happens. But yeah, I think I like where it's going. But I sat down last week and did like a plan of my design schedule. And if I want to release a pattern like at the end of spring, beginning of summer, I need to work fast now. It's like almost already too late for that. So I think that by the end of this week I should decide on the yarn so I can order it and start to write a rough draft of the pattern so that I can get knitting on the sample as soon as I receive said yarn. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'll also, because I got out my Japanese knitting stitch Bible for some inspiration. They have a section in here with some frills like that, and I think that all of these are like too frilly for the vision for this design, but I think it's worth a shot to like try out a few things. So yeah, I think I will continue my edging swatches and see what happens. While I have you here, I just opened my phone and saw a comment on the Petali Slipover knitting tutorial, which is available when you purchase the pattern. So it's not a publicly available YouTube video, but it exists. And I just received a comment on it, and at first my heart sunk, because some of the, like in the first sentence or second sentence, it's, I love this pullover, but it's the most fiddly difficult thing I've ever knit. And in parentheses, I wanted a challenge. So I was like, oh. But then the message continues with, it is not a pattern for most beginners, but the pattern is the most clearly written pattern I've ever used. And then, yeah, the rest of the comment is super lovely, super nice. And yeah, I'm always like so scared that people are not going to understand my patterns, and I don't know why. Like, I get them tech edited and they are tested, and most of the tester feedback is always positive. But yeah, there's just like always a little part of me that I think is just lacking confidence, probably. But then I read these types of comments and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say with this, but I think I'm just like so grateful for everyone who takes the time to leave nice comments. I think I've said this a few times on YouTube before, but the internet can be a scary place. Like, there's a lot of people who are not always very nice, but I just feel so grateful that I think I'm slowly building a community of people who support me and who are just like so lovely, and like I need to pinch myself. Like, it feels surreal. So yeah, I wasn't planning to say this, but like, thank you for everyone who is just so lovely. It's, yeah, I just like, I am struggling to put it into words, but I am just so grateful for every single one of you. So yeah, thank you. Alright, I ended up just swatching the exact same thing that I did here, but here I only had like one little scallop, one repeat, so I did two here just to see how it would look. And I like it. I'm just not sure if it's like what I wanted for this design. Maybe though, if I remove this round of pearl bumps, I think maybe that could work better. And I think I need to just work a bigger swatch with more of these little flary scallop things, block it, and then see what it looks like, because I feel like it's like hard for me to visualize how it's going to look like on a bigger piece of fabric. But I like it overall. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do a bit of pondering and more swatching. But for now, cue the weekend. Hello, hello. Oh, hello, you. Ciao! We had a pretty chill weekend. We went thrifting and I found finally a book that I was looking for a long time. Wait, I'll go get it. This book. So every time we go thrifting, I look for flower books or plant books because it's one of the places that I look for inspiration for pattern names. Qu'est-ce que tu... I think she wants to come cuddle here. Easy. Good girl. Well, yeah, I look for these types of books because I really like, well, first of all, I just love flowers in general, so I like to just look at the images, honestly, but it's also a good source of inspiration for pattern names, for example. Yeah, you like it too. And I was looking for some time for some flower mountains, so yay, I found that. And then I also took in my hands a basket, but I left it there because it was quite broken in the end. And also some, like a table runner made with, I don't remember what it's called, but it's like a type of embroidery that is very typical here, where I don't know if it, like, people really do it anymore, but I think back in the days, women would take like a piece of linen or cotton, and maybe it's called a pull thread embroidery, where you like embroider flowers and then in the middle, like, there's no fabric anymore because you pulled out the threads. Anywho, I found a really nice one, but then I inspected it further before buying it and it was very, like, this color. It was not in a great state, so I left it there. But we also got this. So little hooks that we're gonna probably put in the bedroom because we have another one like this that we found at my in-laws' house. It was in their, like, bin for wood, for the wood burning fireplace, and I was like, if you don't want it, I'm gonna take it before you burn it. So yeah, we have another one, darker though, like this, in our bedroom, so probably just gonna put this one side by side. Anywho, I also swatched quite a lot in the last few days, and I don't know if I made a decision on what this design is gonna be or what edging I'm gonna use. So basically, I blocked my swatches. I swatched so much, but I ripped out most of it because I only have one ball of the yarn that I want to use. So this was my first swatch that I already showed you the other day, but it has since been blocked. And I'm showing it to you again because I think that this is like the first little lace edge that I swatched, and I think that's what I'm gonna go with in the end. I ended up making another swatch like this with longer lace here, and I like it, but I'm not sure it's going to look nice on the sleeve. Basically is what I want to do, like a little, like a very fluttery sleeve with some lace at the end. And I think that, like, the shorter lace here might be better. But that's the type of thing anyways that I can figure out as I go. So it's not too bad, but yeah. So yeah, now I just need to figure out if I actually want to use this yarn because, like I was telling you earlier, there's a lot of alpaca and merino. It's like a pretty big percentage of the yarn composition, and like just holding it in my hand actually right now, I feel like it's quite warm. So I might have to go for another yarn for this one. I also brought two other yarns because these swatches, I worked them with a 3mm needle, and I know that I can get the same gauge with Knitting for Olive Pure Silk, which is probably my favorite yarn for summer garments. But I also have in my stash this one. It's from Dahuma, and I bought it in Japan when we were there. It's a blend of linen, ramie, and cotton. And I really like the color. I think it's gorgeous. I just don't know if it's like too dark to show the lace. So I also got this knitting for Olive, which is a very nice yellow. I think this one is the Dusty Honey. Yeah, Dusty Honey colorway that I really like. So I may have to go with this one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I wanted to do like a little test to go walk with my swatches, but I don't feel great today. I think it's just the time of the month coming up. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay home and chill instead of going out for a walk. But yeah, I think I've made my decision, like just holding these swatches. I feel the warmth. So it's probably not the way to go. I think it would be lovely, this yarn, for like a spring garment, like a spring blouse. I think it would be really nice, but where I live and how my body reacts to the heat in the summer, I don't think this is gonna be for me for this purpose. So yeah, I might now swatch with these two. And let's see which one I like the best. I think I have enough. I definitely have enough of this for a t-shirt. Like I'm planning to make a short-sleeved blouse. I guess we can call it a tee. This one I don't think I have enough, but it's something that is easily accessible. I can just order more, so let's see. And then in like the same color family, I guess, it's my finished Colorwork sock. I don't think I showed it to you since I blocked it. This is what it looks like. It's quite... I have mixed feelings about it. I think it's beautiful, and I'm really happy that my vision came to life with this one. Like I did a sketch before knitting this up, and it's like pretty exact, like this one when you look at it compared to the sketch. So I'm really happy about that, and I'm happy that my idea to do an Eden Tarsha heel worked. I'm happy that the sole gusset worked out. I think it's gonna be much easier to see like once I take pattern pictures and you see it like under my foot like that. But yeah, and it fits really well, and yeah, I really like it. But I think it's like I look at it and I don't know if it's me. Like it's not as delicate and dainty as what I usually design. I think it's just because it's like an all over Colorwork sock. But yeah, I'm still proud of like the fact that my design idea was able to come to life. So I am currently working on the pattern for these, and I wanted to have a test knit call and the pattern ready like today, but it's just not gonna happen. I underestimated how complicated it's gonna be, just because there's a lot of charts for the different sizes, and at the moment I'm just struggling to like put it all together in a pattern that reads well for all the sizes, because there's like little things, like for example, I was not able to grade this for a 56 stitch sock, which is usually the smallest size that I have in my patterns, because for the heel, basically how the heel is designed, I wanted at least one stitch of the main color on each side of the heel flap. And so it wasn't working for the smaller size. There was just like not enough stitches to put everything that I wanted inside there. And even for the 60 stitch sock, I'll have to write in the pattern that like you need to borrow basically one of the front stitches and work it as a heel flap stitch, so that you can have one stitch like that on the side. So yeah, there's just a lot of like little details like that that I'm just currently struggling to write in a concise and clear fashion. But yeah, I'm sure I'll get there. It's just gonna take a bit more time than I was planning on. But that's fine. And then what else? I think, yeah, the main things that I'm working on are this pattern at the moment. I'm trying to finish my brown dress and trying to get this design on the go. So yeah, I think that's it for this week's vlog. I feel like I'm still trying to find my stride with this. I feel like maybe 1 week or 1 vlog per week is a bit of an overkill just because I don't have that much to show you every week. But I do like the aspect of just like showing you like little glimpses of my design process. Like that's the main reason that I do these vlogs, is to like take you along the process, because I really like to share all these little things. But yeah, it might just mean that my vlogs will be shorter every week, which makes sense. And I think that's fine. I don't know, let me know what you think. Do you prefer a smaller vlog every week or a longer vlog every other week? Let me know in the comments if you have a preference. But yeah, I think I will just get to swatching again and see where this goes.
We'll see you next week. Bye!